All right, guys, let's continue on with our preview for Unit 2, some of the new problems we'll be working with. These should look familiar to you, and we're just going to talk through them a little bit. Timothy used this model to help him solve 49 plus 15. What is the answer to Timothy's problem? Well, you could count your 10 sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the one here. And that's so the 4 here is represented, and then the 1 here. Those are 10 spots. And then our singles, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And those are represented here. So we've been doing this with our counting. And now we're going to start adding up and down. 49 plus 15. So the first thing I want to do is start in my ones place because I'm adding. Well, we're always going to start over here on the right. And we're going to add 9 to 5. And I think I will do my friendly 10. So this is 1 plus 4 to make 5, right? And 9 plus 1 gets us to our friendly 10. And then we just add our 4. So our answer is 14. So we leave the 4 down there, but we need to move the 1 over because it's in the 10 space. 10, 14 goes up here. And then we just add 4 and 1 and 1. 4, 5, and 6. 64. And then if you wanted to double check, you could count up. We know we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 sticks. So that's 50. And then we had to add our singles up. And we had 9 of those. Plus 5, 9 over here. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So just double checking. 15, 14, that's correct. That also equals 64. Mary has 77 stickers. Her father gives her 8 more stickers. How many stickers does Mary have now? For this one, let's look at what we know. We know she started with 77 stickers. And then her father gave her 8 more. And more always tells us that we are adding. Now we can look at a couple of strategies for narrowing down our choices. She had 77 and now she has more. So that means we can forget about A and B. Those numbers are lower than 77. It can't be A or B. It's got to be C or D. So now we can do our addition and figure out if it's C, 85 stickers, or D, 86 stickers. So using our friendly 10, if we wanted to, because we know 8 is 2 away from 10. So we could change our 7 into 2 plus 5, because 2 and 5 make 7. And then take our 8 and 2 to get our friendly 10. And then we have our 5 left over. So this is 15. Only the 5 goes down here though, because this other one represents a 10, so it goes up here. 85. Is that one of our options? And so that is our answer. C, 85 stickers. Gianna has 2 piles of paper. One pile has 45 sheets of paper. The other pile has 40 sheets of paper. How many pieces of paper does Gianna have altogether? So what do we know? We know she has 2 piles of paper. Pile 1 has 45 pieces of paper. Pile 2 has 40. How many, here's our question, how many does Gianna have altogether? Altogether, how many pieces of paper? That means this is another addition problem. We're not asking how many more in one pile than the other, we're asking all together. So we're going to add 45 to 40. And let's go back and use our strategy we just did. The last one, if we're adding 45 and 40, can our answer be 13? No, that's much smaller, and we're adding things together. 47? Not really, if you think about it, because look, we're adding 5 and 0 in the ones place, and 2 4s in the tens place. That means that's going to be much larger than in the 40s. So we can actually eliminate 3 of these. It can't be 13, it can't be 47, it can't even be 49. So our answer has to be D, but we can never just take that for our answer. We have to still do the math, because sometimes we'll think something looks so obvious, but we do the math and realize that we were wrong. So let's add these up. 5 and 0, well, that's 5. And there's nothing to regroup. Now in the tens place, we have a 4 and a 4. And since we know our doubles fact, there's our 85. So we were right. The keywords here were pieces of paper all together. That we had an addition problem. All right, 2 more. There are 27 butterflies in the garden. 10 butterflies fly away. How many butterflies are left? What do we know? We know we started with 27 butterflies in the garden. Ten fly away. How many are left? That means this is a subtraction problem. How many fly away? How many are gone? And how many are left from the original 27? So we're going to take 10 away from 27. Let's look at that again. If we read carefully, we know there are 27 butterflies to begin with. 10 fly away. How many are left? So that's why we know this is a subtraction problem. If you read a word problem about somebody having candy and then eating some, what's left? That's a subtraction problem. Or kids playing soccer and 5 had to go home. How many are left? These are all subtraction problems. That's why we've got to read them carefully. 27 to begin with. 10 flew away. 10 are gone. And we're not going to have to regroup at all here because we can take 0 away from 7. 7 minus 0 is still 7. And we know 2 take away 1 leaves us with 1. So we've got 17 butterflies left. Matilda had 90 crayons. That's a fun name. Matilda had 90 crayons. She gave 50 crayons to her brother. How many crayons does she have left? That's another one. She's giving away. Matilda had 90. Looks like a big number, but don't be worried about it because you guys can do this. She gave 50 to her brother. Gave. She no longer has them. She gave them away. How many does she have left? Well, 0 take away 0 is 0. If you take nothing away from nothing, you still have nothing. And then we just have to take 5 away from 9. So take 5 away from 9, and you have 40. So Matilda has 40 crayons left. So even though this problem looks big, and these are big numbers, you guys know 9 take away 5. So you don't have to be intimidated by the zeros. We're just moving on to the tens place now. We're getting into bigger numbers. And as long as you remember that you know how to do the math, keep the numbers in their right place values, the ones in the ones and the tens in the tens, and you'll be just fine. Great job, you guys. We'll keep practicing more later. I'll see you soon.